First, let's talk about the UK, where long distance coach travel has been stable for decades. National Express is the name immediately comes to mind. Established in 1972, National Express has become synonymous with coach travel. Across the UK, it operates an extensive network that connects major cities, towns, and airports, making it an affordable alternative to trains and planes. National Express has managed to maintain a strong presence in the UK by offering a reliable and cost effective service. Whether you are travelling from London to Manchester or from Birmingham to Edinburgh. No Wales mentioned there, very discriminative of me, but you can travel to Wales too. National Express has a route for you. They for also adapted to the times, offering modern alternatives like free Wi-Fi, power outlets, and reclining seats to enhance the passenger experience. I remember when you used to be able to get a sandwich on a National Express coach, and instead of having two drivers like some do now, they used to have a stewardess or a steward. They didn't drive the coach, then they made them drive the coach because it was cost effective. However, the UK market is more competitive than ever. Megabus, another major player, and also Flexbus now in the UK offers a similar service at an even lower price, offering targeting budget conscientious travellers and students. Megabus is known for its distinctive blue and yellow livery, operates not only within the UK but used to operate across Europe. Not anymore, making it a formidable competitor to National Express. Megabus uses a dynamic pricing model where fares can start from as low as £1 if booked in enough time and in advance, making it an alternative option for cost savvy travellers. I don't think I've updated this much. But Megabus, since I wrote this episode, has been taken over in sorts by Comfort Group, and they're a Singaporean organisation. However, Stagecoach, who owned Megabus, still own a percentage of Scottish CityLink, who took them over. It's a bit complicated, I believe. Well, okay. And Flexbus has come into the market. Because most of this was written pre-pandemic as well. So Flexbus has come into the market in the UK. However, Megabus sold their UK operations to Flexbus a few years ago that they had in Europe, and they started at that time. Megabus were a contender for Flexbus and for National Express. What's quite funny now, Megabus is putting back on itself, and Flexbus is expanding into UK. And you're also seeing National Express have retrenched as well, but we'll get into it. In recent years, we've seen the rise of Flexbus in the UK market. Originally a German company, Flexbus has rapidly expanded its network across Europe and now the UK. Flexbus has disrupted the market with its extensive route options, competitive pricing, and a user-friendly booking system. It operates on a partnership model, working with local coach operators to provide services under the Flexbus brand. This approach allows them to scale quickly and offer more routes than traditional operators. Now, let's go visit our friends across the pond in the United States. Okay, before we go to the United States, we're going to talk about a company called Greyhound. Flexbus are going to be mentioned. So, what people don't know is that up until, I would say 2016-ish, there was a Greyhound UK, and they were part of the same group of companies that own them. First Group, and First Group sold Greyhound in the USA and pulled back on the UK offering, and basically in the USA it's now owned by Flexbus. So we'll get into this. Where Greyhound uh, reigns supreme in the long distance market. Founded in 1914, Greyhound has been an iconic part of American travel for over a decade. Well, over a century, sorry. It connects more than 2,400 destinations across North America, making it the largest provider of intercity bus transportation in the USA. And I'm very sorry for our USA listeners for my failed attempt of a US accent. Greyhound has built up its reputation on being a reliable and affordable way to travel long distance, especially for those who might not have access to a car or prefer not to fly. The company has faced its share of challenges, from the fluctuating fuel prices to competition from low cost airlines and carpooling services. However, Greyhound has adapted by modernising its fleet, offering amenities like Wi Fi and power outlets, and expanding its digital presence with online booking and mobile applications. In recent years, Greyhound has faced an increasing competition from new entities like our friends at Megabus. At this time, I should tell you that Megabus has pulled out of some US areas of operation. Um, However, mhm. uh, and like its UK counterpart, Megabus uses a dynamic pricing model and offers a no-frills service aimed at budget travellers. This has focused Greyhound to rethink its pricing strategies and service offerings to remain competitive. Meanwhile, Flexbus has entered the US market as well, bringing its successful European model across to the Atlantic. By partnering with local bus operators, Flexbus has expanded rapidly in the USA, offering a wide range of routes and competitive prices. This has intensified the competition in an already crowded market, pushing all players to innovate and improve their services. And now let's head over the Atlantic back to Europe, where the long distance coach market is just as dynamic, if not more so. Flexbus is the undisputed leader in the region, having no, having revolutionized coach travel since its launch in 2013. With a network that spans 30 countries and thousands of destinations, Flexbus offers a seamless travel experience across Europe, often at a fraction of the cost of trains and planes. Flexbus' success in Europe can be attributed to its smart use of technology, dynamic pricing, and a strong focus on the customer experience. Their app is one of the most user friendly in the industry, allowing passengers to easily book, manage, and even cancel their trips. They've also introduced features like carbon offset options, appealing to the growing number of eco-conscious travellers. But Flexbus isn't the only player in the European market. Eurolines, one of the oldest coach operators in Europe, has been a key player in cross-border travel. Founded in 1985, Eurolines offers services connecting to over 600 destinations across Europe. While Europe has faced stiff competition from Flexbus, it still holds a strong position, practically in certain markets like France and in the Benelux countries. Despite the competition, the long distance coach market in Europe continues to grow, driven by high demand for affordable and flexible travel options. As travel becomes more expensive and concerns about environmental impact rise, more travellers are turning to coaches as a viable alternative. Operators like Flexbus and Eurolines are capitalising on this trend by expanding their networks and enhancing their services. So, what does the future hold for long distance coach travel? Practically in the UK, the market as we move through 2024, the industry is at a crossroads. With increasing competition from both dynamic and international players, National Express, Megabus, and Flexbus are all vying for a larger share of the market, each bringing something different to the table. National Express, with its established brand and an extensive network, remains a dominant force, but it must continue to innovate and adapt to challenge customer expectations. Megabus, ultra low frills, and expanding route network will likely keep it competitive. Punctuality among younger travellers, sorry, among younger travellers. Meanwhile, Flexbus's rapid expansion and modern approach to customer service present a significant challenge to traditional operators. Moreover, as environmental concerns continue to shape the future of travel, we might see further developments in eco-coach travel, with operators exploring alternative fuels and more sustainable policies. The shift towards greener travel options could become a key denominator in the market, influencing customer choices and industry practices. So, yeah, it's quite interesting, isn't it, that Flexbus. Now, in pre 2013, so before Flexbus started, I had the idea, and I think someone at First Group did as well, that Greyhound could have worked. If the then management of First Group used their heads, where Flexbus has taken a brand, their bright green buses, from Germany and expanded it across Europe, then expanded it into the UK, expanded it into India as well, expanded it into America, right? And this was unrecognized of a brand now. Now, if they can do this, could you imagine if First did it the other way with Greyhound? So when they did have Greyhound UK services, expanded across the UK so rapidly with their footprint that they were able to saturate the market. But not only that, to set up European services. Remember, Americans come to Europe on a gap year, people. It's like one of the biggest things for rich American children or middle-aged all Americans. Now, if you're an American and you know the brand like Greyhound, I trust them. I use them. Do you know what I mean? You can compete against the airlines, but hey ho, I wasn't there. I must confess, I am a shareholder in First Group, so these aren't the views. Do you know what I mean? These are my own views anyway. No bias or anything. So in conclusion, long-distance coach networks play a crucial role in connecting across vast distances, offering a more affordable and flexible alternative to trains and planes. Whether you are in the UK, the USA, or Europe, or even further afield, these networks provide essential services that millions of people can rely on and every day. As we've seen, the competition in this industry is fierce, with companies like Nash Express, Greyhound, Megabus, Flexbus, and Eurolines constantly pushing each other to improve and innovate. As travellers, we benefit from this competition through better services, more options, and lower prices. Mhm. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the world of long distance coach travel. I'm Terry Davis, and this has been Around the World Today. Until next time, safe travels and happy exploring. And always be curious.
This week's episode has come to an end. But the fun doesn't have to stop here. If you have any questions, suggestions, or feedback, head over right now to Twitter and Facebook and like, share, and get involved. Join us next time.